guys. Alright, bear with me. Alright, hey there everybody, we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning just issued by the National Weather Service. So bear with me here for just a sec. I'm getting everything put on. We had it all ready, but now we're just getting it all set up and ready. So let's go down here to the actual stuff here. Let's go to reflectivity. Let's actually get clicked into the radar. So let's go ahead and let's dive right into this storm. So this is a tornado possible tag that is on the warning. So it is a tornado possible once again. Warning. So let's go to the warning list here. Let's go to the severe thunderstorm. So, a severe thunderstorm for central Grant Parish in north central Louisiana, LaSalle Parish in north central Louisiana, and southern Wynn Parish in north central Louisiana. At 4:19, a severe thunderstorm was located 10 miles northeast of Califoc, or 15 miles northwest of Boyce, moving northeast at 50. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is expect damage to roof and sidings. Is in this storm. So let's actually go here real quick and let's look at the velocity, and that is some pretty tight velocity. It's some of 65-mile-an-hour winds that we are dealing with this, my friends. So like I said, this is a pretty hefty storm, and you know, like I said, this will continue to be a very hefty and difficult storm as we watch here. Bear with me here for just a sec. Let me go to the place files. Alright, there we go. Alright, so like I said, those are just the winds. Let's go to the downdraft wind gusts. And I want to see actually how these are right around 50. So they are just at severe criteria level. Like I said, my friends, I think this system will be out of here roughly soon. Like I said, I don't think it's anything that we haven't seen before. It's just a severe thunderstorm warning. You know, it's not nothing different that we have never seen. You know, we've definitely seen this around the area at times. You know, even if it's just the line of storms, the tornado can really still reach there. What we need to look at here, though, is this could almost be a belling front. At the moment, it's not a belling front, but it definitely could turn to be a belling front system. And what we need to pay attention to here, once again, is the storm movement. Okay, once again, it's a tornado possible, and it does go until 5 o'clock. Okay, so it goes till 5 o'clock. Now, the only thing is, these storms aren't high tornado values, but they definitely could be interacted with. And I want to look. There's not really a tight velocity couplet. And let's go to links 3 here real quick. Let's go to links 3. And let's go ahead and let's look right here at links 3. And we're going to talk about, you know, what this system together is built for, and really how long this system will stay. Now, there it is. There's the system, and I want to look at the velocity on this guy. Yeah, there's not really high probability of velocity. It's definitely there, but it's not something I'm really concerned about at the moment. We're probably going to stay on here to about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. And of course, even longer if things do change. Strap in for sure. But of course, what we need to look for is this system belling. It doesn't really look like a bell echo at the moment. It definitely could change to be, but at the current moment, this system, it's just a lot of heavy rain. There's not really a lot of rotation here. Let me look here. Let's look at the rotation. Yeah, like I said, there's not a lot of rotation here that we need to really be concerned and watching on. So what we need to pay attention to is all the other storms that are feeding fuel to this storm, and dry prong Pollock. Like I said, this is for 50-mile-an-hour wind gust. If you are in Jenna, Alla, Midway, Urena, Pollock, Dry Prong, Tulis, Georgetown, Standard, Bentley, Rochelle, Zenora, Fishville, Williams, and Lake Idilat, you guys are all under this warning. You guys need to be getting to your safe space, paying attention, of course, because you know what we are watching this system very closely, and we are going to monitor on how long this system will go back. Let's go. Take us back to links 1 here, and let's go and look at the reflectivity. And really, in general, the storm it has more of a right hook on it than anything. And my friends, that's what we're paying attention to tonight, is where this storm's hook is going to. So I'm not concerned about this currently at the moment, because it's just going to kind of move into the Jenna and Pollock area. But we definitely need to keep our eye on how this storm system will really reflap together and really burn a system. I do want to go and look here at the NWS chat real quick and look at it. So bear with me here. I pull up NWS chat. So yeah, give me 1 sec here. Let me pull up NWS chat. All chat rooms. Severe thunderstorm. Yeah, there's plenty of wind shear in this system. It's not something I'm concerned about. Yeah, like I said, there's plenty of wind shear. But we definitely just do need to pay attention to where this system is. It's DMX. Alright, so a severe thunderstorm. Right now, it's impacting northeastern Greenlee and southeastern Webster and northwestern Boone County through 5 p.m. Central Time. Like I said, you need to get inside. Minor hail damage is possible. Minor hail damage to vegetation. But this was reported by a trained weather spotter. So this was not just a system that we were watching. This actually was seen by a trained weather spotter who reported this exact severe thunderstorm. I'm gonna look and see if I can get a QT on this, but at the moment, like I said, I'm not concerned about it. I do want to go and look at the velocity, and like I said, the velocity is not high. We're at about 65 miles an hour with winds going away from the radar, and my friends, that's what we're going to continue to watch for, is the winds going away. So if you're in Urena, Ollie, Dry Prong, maybe even into Pollock, like I said, folks, you guys are in that system, and this system definitely has a lot of shear that we are watching for, and it's definitely backing further up with the shear at the current moment. But like I said, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm trying to find my other friend. Bear with me. Here he is. But like I said, this system will continue to move through. It won't be as severe, but it definitely will be on the gustier side that we will need to pay attention to through the next couple of hours. There's definitely going to be some wind associated with this system. So bear with us. Like I said, the storms to the south will continue to be struggling, and my friends, that's going to be expected. Although the storms in Iowa are still very severe at the moment. What is wrong with this? But there is some tighter rotation in Vincent that is starting to form here. So Bear with me for a sec. Although this does look like it could start to be outflow dominant. And like I said, we're still watching to see what this storm will do. But at the moment, this storm could be outflow dominant. And like I said, I apologize for the silence. There's probably going to be a lot of silence on this today. I'm checking the latest news and seeing if I missed anything. I don't think I did, though. We're just going to look. Nope, I did not miss anything. Yeah, no news is good news, definitely. If we don't have to deal with this system, that's a good thing, because we don't want to deal with this system. But it definitely, like I said, my friends, is still severe. And we're going to continue to really pay attention to it here very closely. So, bear with me. Let's look. Let's find Georgetown. If there's any hail south of Georgetown, it's still a outflow dominant storm, and that's going to continue to be a to be a outflow dominant storm. Outflow winds 60 mile an hour. Like I said, could be damaging, but you need to what we are watching for is where your storm is set up. Now remember, it's still going to be gusty at times. It could go east, but north of Jenna is where this storm is expected to kind of finish. So if you live in between Urania and Jenna, be indoors, away from windows, of course, because with those outflow wind gusts, that's our next thing that we're watching. But definitely, like I said, if there's any hail, it's south of Georgetown. And that, my friends, is where we're going to continue to see, if anything. It's going to be, like I said, south of Georgetown. Like I said, there's possibly some rotating hail in here, south of Georgetown, and, we've talked about this. That's where we're expecting that to be. Like I said, south of Georgetown is where this system, will really stay here at the current time. I need to find the Iowa spot talk. Bear with me. We're looking for the thing here. I can't find it. Interesting. Bear with me here for a sec. I'm trying to pull up this chat. Now, this storm is intersecting. It is, so, right in Urania, that will be getting to you around 440. Aluia, 450. And, it could be a mismatched storm, but what we're still watching at is the possibly mismatched storm system, because the radar could possibly not be picking up on that. I'm still watching to see. Okay. They did cancel Union, Benning, Calador, DeSoto, Lincoln, Red River, Sabine, Union, and Webster, and Sabling out of that tornado watch. It could be lifting to the north, especially near Urania and Georgetown. 20-30 minutes. It could kick to do something. I'm not expecting it to, but definitely there is that possibility. There's not really any velocity. There could be storms forming behind it, like south of Georgetown, but they're probably not going to be severe. They're just going to be more rain, if anything. Especially up in Iowa, I'm not expecting any of that to be severe. If these storms get closer to 35, we could look at them with a camera. Okay. Take us back to links 2. Let's go to links 2. Or sorry, links 1. And this is where we're still at. Let's go to base velocity. Yeah, there's that very warm spot. It's almost 70 miles an hour of outgoing winds. And then it's a lot broader, 74, 75 right near Urania and Alwa and Tallulah. That is where you're going to see those winds a little bit more gustier and on the gustier side, especially with those winds going outwards. Bear with us. Although there is a storm. Where is the storm? Yeah, like I said, I'm not expecting this to be very severe. Nothing really interested has happened today. It's been very quiet. This is like the first warning of the day. So, like I said, I'm expecting this to be a pretty calm and quiet day. Hey, Nick, you're welcome. Yeah, I thought I'd just hop on here. These storms are very much struggling to try and get going. It can't really mature since there's not a lot of things happening, but definitely we are still watching these storms. We're going to keep watching them closely towards, the later part of the night. A large flash flood warning, although, is stuff that we have seen that has, really kicked up today, is some flash flood warnings, and they're going to probably continue to kick up today. Watch the roadways while you're driving. They're going to be very dry. There looks to be some outflow surging out in front of this system. So right here into the Georgetown area and Tallulah, that's where we're seeing that storm, especially between Georgetown, Tola, and Urania. That's where those storms are. The winds really have continued to, they've calmed down a little bit, and that's what we want to see, especially with those winds going more of an outflow direction. That will help with the instability. But there looks to be a little bit of a supercell on the back storm. Maybe in the upper levels, but not right on the surface. We're going to continue to watch this. Go ahead. Yep. All right. So right now, folks, we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch it over to Nicholas Driver. He is now in the weather center, so we're gonna. This might end. Nick, go ahead and try and.
Got it. All right, let's see if that I'm gonna see if that transfer went through.
On the more severe side, and it did transfer through.
Okay, yep, I am seeing that now.
Yep. So we're gonna have Nicholas Driver go ahead. Nick, if you want to talk just for a tad smidgen longer, I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up in the weather
Yep.
center, and then we can go ahead and we can kind of tag team back and forth here.
All right. I can do that greatly. And hey, folks, I am, of course, Nicholas Driver. As Tanner has said, I just want to thank Tanner for helping me out as I was just getting home. Um, so I do very much appreciate that. But let's go ahead and talk about the severe thunderstorm warning that we do have in the Louisiana region, just north of Alexandria, around the Jenna and Pollock region. This is also a tornado possible tag on it, or it has a tornado possible tag on it. Um, I'm not really seeing other rotation other than maybe this spot right here, and a few other spots. These are very, very weak rotation that's popping up in between the line. This is what you would call a QLCS type line, where we normally have that rotation that continues to kind of fumble through the line, and we'll just have random spots within that line that will have a tornado warning there and a tornado warning here. So today's a day that we could get a lot of tornado warnings if these storms really attach to this atmosphere. But to what I was listening on the live stream with Tanner while I was getting things ready, the atmosphere, yes, I do agree with him. The atmosphere is still priming there, and right now these storms are still struggling. They're in their beginning stages here as we continue to go on. It is only 4 o'clock. The storms begin to be warned about 20 to 30 minutes ago. This is our first warning of the day, matter of fact, as I've been monitoring these storms all day. And we're going to really monitor these storms down south too, just watch and see if they get any, if they pick up on any of the energy available out there. And if they do, again, we could be seeing that supercellular type event out here, especially if they kind of break out in the line. And we'll be here with y'all if that does happen. But we do also have a tornado watch in effect. Tanner, did you talk about that tornado watch? Alright, I'll get that covered. So we do have that tornado watch that is now in effect here. And I'm actually going to fix that so it doesn't confuse people. So bear with me. I was going to do that while getting ready, but I did not get that ready. Alright, so here is our tornado watch here. And we do have... I'm going to make that red to... Alright, we'll do that here in a minute. But we do have the tornado watch that goes from Arkansas down through the Louisiana valleys here into the southeastern Texas regions here. But the main areas that are in the tornado watch is here and in the Louisiana area. We may get a new one here in the next coming hours to minutes, as most of these storms are already beginning to move through this tornado watch, and with that we could see a newer one get issued within the next coming minutes to an hour. So if you are out here in the watch, I will most definitely be prepared, and please do have many ways to get warnings. With that, we got a lot of lower shear going out there, a lot of lapse rates. We got lower cape than usual, than we usually normally see. So that cape is on a low end side right now. I believe we're only at 500 to 1,000 cape. That's still enough to support storms, and that is why we got this severe thunderstorm warning. But the cape is still out there, and it's still functioning for these storms, but there's some missing properties. This is what Tanner was talking about. There is some missing properties within this that we're still missing at this time. So as we continue to go through the evening, we'll continue to watch through this. Did you say my name, Tanner?
Yes, I wanted to tell you I'm back. I apologize. I was in the bathroom when you asked that question. I didn't want to unmute.
Okay, you're good.
All right, go ahead.
Hold on.
You're good. Yeah. So, like Nick was saying, this storm is is still a big a big storm that we're gonna watch because the atmosphere is still very vital at the moment, and these could be QLCS storms, but as of right now, they aren't QLCS storms, and which is a good thing. Now, once again, the storm does go for this warning, excuse me, this warning goes for about another about another 9 minutes
until 5 p.m. Central Daytime.
Okay, so 5 p.m. Central Daytime is when this storm goes to. I don't see anything in NWS chat as I'm monitoring chat, and we have our systems that I'm just getting everything ready to go and pop up. All right, and my link is now streaming, by the way.
All right, that is perfect. Let me switch it over. Yep. All right.
Let's go to links. Don't worry.
Bear with me, Tanner, as I try to.
You're good. Let me
set up
get it myself.
Whoops. Travis may join here in a little while, just letting you know.
Thomas, what are they doing?
Alright, folks, so bear with us here as we are still getting some fewer things set up for the live stream, and we'll continue the coverage here in just a minute. But again, we do still have that severe thunderstorm warning for the next 8 to 9 minutes. I believe it is down to 8 minutes now. Yep. And this is still a tornado possible storm with possible wind gusts of 60 miles per hour and some of it, but the warning is about to expire. We'll continue to monitor the chat to see if they're going to extend that or not. But for right now, it looks to be that we're keeping it at the spot for the moment. And I'm going to get ready to share. I'm going to get ready to share my live stream on Twitter here real soon, so we can try to get some other viewers in as well. So bear with me here, folks.
Okay, I do have the NWS chat up now, and I don't see anything. The last thing that they talked about was still the severe thunderstorm, which was at 5:53. They just said a severe thunderstorm will impact central Caldwell Parish through 4:30 CDT, but that was the last thing that was talked about in chat.
Okay, thank you, Tanner.
Yep, and bear with me. I know I'm getting all my stuff set up too.
All right.
So, yeah, we're gonna get all this going. All right. We're gonna need this one. We need that. We need this one.
Thank you, Travis.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing that they've talked about in chat recently. What computer do I need to go to? I need to go to links 1. Yeah, links 1 for this. Whoa.
Alright, so we're not seeing any rotation on this storm. Not at this moment. just possible straight line damaging wind for the most part. But again,
Okay.
these storms are fairly weak at this time, so.
Right. Okay, let me go here real quick. Let's go back to take us to links 1. Okay.
Alrighty. I'm gonna put Tanner's little thing up so we can know who's seen as whose.
Okay. No.
Alright, folks, so just bear with us if we are still trying to get a few things set up. And we'll continue with the coverage here in just a moment.
That.
Alright, so.
Because he went to the bathroom.
Alright,
In the house? No.
There's Tanner's feed up here.
Alright, 1 second. Allow. Okay. I just got it. Okay. Let's
Right there.
check this. Close these. Close this too. Excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me. Okay, we got that. Yeah, I just did.
That warning still has 2 minutes on it.
Okay. Alright, 1 sec. Let me go get my microphone. Which is actually right here
I'm
now.
gonna play
Which is
some
nice.
music real quick as we get set up.
Yep. I would play like lo-fi or something. Okay. Let me click that. Let me click that. Let me click this.
Outside of the severe thunderstorm risk, we do have a lot, and I mean a lot of non-severe thunderstorm winds ongoing here in the Alabama region. We're getting up to 25 to even 30 mile per hour wind gusts outside of this risk. So if you do have any unsecure objects anywhere around the Dixie region, I would definitely bring them indoors. And as this system begins to move through, we'll continue to deal with the severe weather going into the Mississippi Valley and even tracking into the Tennessee Valley and North Alabama and Southern Alabama region. I'm not seeing a big threat for the upper Mississippi Valley and northern Mississippi, northern Alabama region, north Tennessee. Maybe some straight line damaging winds, maybe a few spin up tornadoes, but the main threat will possibly be that flooding and some damaging wind gusts here and there. But for right now, we are still getting prepared, so we're going to play some low music and we will continue coverage here in just a moment, so bear with us.
Okay. At this current moment, I believe you guys can hear me. I'm just gonna assume you folks can hear me. At this current moment in time, I do believe that they did allow the thunderstorm warning to expire. Let me just double check on that. Yes. So.
Alright, testing. Tanner, can you hear me? Alrighty, I switched over that feed there so I can get your actual coverage feed going. Alright. Alright, so we currently have no warnings at this time. We continue to have a tornado watch until 8 p.m. Central Daytime. Here's the primary threats. Did it? Okay, no. Here's the primary threats, including a few tornadoes likely with a couple intense tornadoes possible, scattered damaging wind gusts to 70 miles per hour likely, isolated large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible, and you got the... Alright, remember, a tornado watch means conditions are favorable for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings.
at this current moment in time, let's go. Tickling straight. There's nothing currently at the in exact time. Nothing is happening as of right now. We are still watching though for the very high potential of seeing a spin up thunderstorm, or not spin up thunderstorm, a spin up or something along those lines. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but most certainly it is possible, and it's something that we're going to continue and need to monitor at the moment. So bear with me and Nick here for a sec. Right now it's very quiet, and I don't think we're going to see anything else really pop up, because I think it will continue to be very quiet for the next couple of hours. A cluster of thunderstorms will impact Central Grant and Central Sale Parish through 5:30. That was at 5:02. So you guys could still see some of them gustier. There are no thunderstorm warnings as of right now, to my knowledge. I believe that there are none as of right now. Let's see, that's not that. That is old. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go to what is this to? Go allow. Like I said, wrong internet. Bear with me here for just a sec.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think anything else right now. Although some are still just very.
I do very much agree, and I believe that's the way it's going to be for the next couple of hours too. Like you said, these storms are still kind of developing, and it's possibly going to stay quiet for the next duration of an hour. One thing I want to talk about here as well, we could possibly see some flash flooding, because if you take a look at the track of these storms, they're moving at a slow rate, and they're basically training it over the same areas. So we could possibly still see some flash flooding with that. So that is another concern that I do have there. Tanner, if you want to continue on what you were saying.
Definitely agree. That right there is a concern. Just across the board in general. We really have to monitor very closely and kind of keep them represented as just one big storm system here, especially as we continue to go. Let's actually go ahead and let's go to our double.
Hey Tanner, not getting any audio on your green screen feed here. I was earlier, but it has since cut out. All good. We apologize about that, folks, if you couldn't hear Tanner though.
1 second, I apologize.
Yep, we're good. I can hear you well.
Alright, tell me now. Can you hear me? Okay, yep. The audio source wasn't on there. But like I was saying, this line of storms here is going to continue to push. They're not severe as of right now, but they definitely could ramp up to become severe in the upcoming moments here. Actually, I do want to go here real quick, and let's go ahead and let's just zoom into that guy right there at Dry Prong, and let's velocity. And let's see what these winds are at. So right there, just in right here actually. And can we go ahead and let's go ahead and take links 3 big. Okay. Right there, you can see 69 miles an hour. Just look at that base system of where it sits. That is to go to show you that these winds don't always have to be all the time. See these winds gust up to that exact it doesn't have to be severe for it to still be very, very windy. And set, we're actually going to bear with me. Bear with me here for just a sec. Here. There. Okay. All right. Let's go here. Okay. So I'm still monitoring chat here. Go to one. Okay. And look, can we pull up our wing? Let's go to BV on links 1. Pull on a probe. So these winds aren't as gusty, but they definitely are still severe. You see on our winds away from the, and that's definitely still something that we're going to need to monitor, as we keep going, keep moving with this storm system. We're definitely going to need to, really keep an eye and monitor on this storm system. Go to the wind shear here, and actually go to links. Pull up the wind shear if we can. Wind shear. Really, not really any wind shear in this exact system. Or is, you can see it, it's very weak wind shear across all the areas. So up through Tulis, that wind shear, what, 20 minutes ago, pretty severe wind shear, and now it's nothing, if you will, almost. It's like the wind shear has and we all links too. Okay, let's go here. Let's preview one here. Let's go to reflectivity. Okay, yeah, these storms, like we've talked about here over the past couple of minutes, these storms have that right hook built in it, because you can see right here in the dry prong, and it has a right hook movement in that specific setup, if you will. And let's go turn that off. Let's open this up. Bear with me anyway. I need to get this. Okay, there we go. All right, so the dry prong, Georgetown. Like I said, these storms definitely going to be moving in the west or the easterly movement. Right there in dry prong, there could definitely be some hail built somewhere in that system. And let's actually go ahead and look into that if we can. Can we zoom into that? Perfect. Thank. Okay. And I don't see anything in chat. The last thing was at 6. Okay, that's not our. Pool. I'm trying to think here. What we. Let's see. Pull up. Okay, bear with me just for a sec. Let's go. Links 3. And look just right into the dry prong area, okay? Look right in dry prong. Those darker reds, and it looks like there's a little
Hail.
bit of
It
black
doesn't
mixed in
mean
there.
it's surface.
That
It
could
definitely could be
definitely be
upper
some
level
potential
hail.
of hail.
That
And it
just
could
has
be
not
upper
reached
level hail.
to the
It
ground
doesn't mean
yet.
it's surface.
And
It definitely could be upper level
let's look at
hail.
that on here.
Reach to the
Uh, yeah,
and
I don't see that's hail.
let's see
Okay,
here.
let's go and let's look at links 1. Let's go to links 1. And let's look at the velocity again to see. The velocity has definitely dissipated since when we last looked at it, which is definitely a good thing. There's still definitely very severe winds, where we're sitting here, because where's the radar site actually? Let's do that real quick. Where's the radar site? Okay. Okay, so when we're gonna have this, so we're gonna as we look into dry prong, because we had a couplet, okay, because obviously that provoked the warning. Let's go, and this is what the winds are doing. So we're here at dry prong. The winds are going away from the radar, and then these aren't really going towards, but these are going towards the radar, okay? And there's no red and green next to each other, which definitely is a good thing, because if not, that could possibly prompt, a couplet, a weak couplet, but definitely a couplet. Let's go to links 1 here. And right there in dry prong, let's get a probe mode. So they're 40 to 50 mile an hour right in the dry prong area. They're still gusty winds, but they're not gusty enough for severe criteria liking. So let me go ahead and let's zoom out here. Let's zoom out of the dry prong area. And we're still watching these because these storms, they've already prompted a severe thunderstorm warning. So we definitely just need to keep watching what's going to happen here. And yeah, right in the dry prong area. I don't know what about this, but there's definitely I think that there's hail in this area. So let's go here to the reflectivity. Okay, this radar says different. So links 3 says different. Links 2 says that there could be some hail. Let's actually go ahead and let's put this in smoothing. Okay. Links 2 says hail. Let's go to links 1 real quick and let's see what links 1 is. Go to links 1. Okay. So right in the dry prong area in links 1, that actually says that there's hail. Let's go to links 2 now. And links 2 gives a better look at the hail just in the dry prong. So compare links 1 with links 2, and they're two different, we look at links 1, that says different. We look at links 2, that says different. Links 3, that says different. Links 2 and 3 are almost matching up. It's links 1 that seems to be given the kicker, you will. But definitely these could start to be forming bow echoes. They could definitely start to be uh uh, uh bow echo forms right in the dry prong area. And an update on the tornado watch, it did cancel out Jackson and Attawucha, but it does continue for Caldwell, Grant, LaSalle, Wynn until 8 p.m. this evening. So until 8 p.m. that continues. But this could definitely possibly be a a pushing what do they call it? A pushing bow echo. I apologize. Can't think of the word there. So Nick, what are your thoughts on this storm? Okay, it looks like Nicholas Driver may have stepped away. So the winds definitely have definitely calmed down. What we really need to watch for. Okay. Storm relative velocity. Okay. We're still looking at links 1, and I definitely in agreement with that. That those storms could be there, especially in the Pollock area. That is our other next big source. But also, by the way, there is a flash flood warning down here in the Simpson and Leesville, and then south of that, there's some more of those kind of bulkier storms that are kicking up. So this definitely does have some heavy rain in it. That can't be ruled out. There's definitely heavy rain in this system. That we've already talked about. We've already seen here. Let's go to the wind threat here. The downdraft wind gusts, and let's put it in a one multi-monitor. Let's see. Yeah, these ones aren't, really severe criteria. We need at least a 50, but if we look, what is that? I can't really see. If we look just north of Tulos and just south of Olawa, that's 57. We get a few more we get a few more speeds to kick in. We get to right around 50, 59. That could possibly prompt a severe thunderstorm warning. We're going to look there and see and look at that. Let's go back to reflectivity. Hello? Okay, there we go. I'm going to zoom right into this guy right here. Gonna first wait for it to pop up, probably. Yeah, that could definitely be a thunderstorm right in this area. That could be a prompting storm here. So let's look at the mezzo. There's not really a mezzo one there. Nick, are you there? Okay. I was gonna say because I asked a couple minutes ago. What are your thoughts on this storm? The storm right in Tulis and Georgetown. Oliwa, Jenna, Dry Prong. If you look at my screen, I have it pulled right out of where I think because we go and we look at the winds. Bear with me here. We go and we look at the wind threat, and then we go and we can see there definitely could be a potential for those downdraft winds right there because all we need is 58 for severe criteria, and it's windy enough that with the newest scans coming in, could it give us that 58? Let's see, we just got a newer scan. It actually looks like they're starting the weekend, but if it does really ramp up again, that definitely right there could be a severe thunderstorm. Right in that area, that could be a severe thunderstorm that we need to watch.
Okay, I see what you're talking about now, and I do agree with you there. Um, we could be seeing those downdraft winds ongoing, but it
Right.
has weakened a little bit.
Yep. Let's go to him. I'm actually gonna go look at him real quick. We're gonna go to this guy. We do have to bring in the thought that there is the cold air surging and that there could be an outflow dominant in these storms, especially as the cold air it probably gonna ramp up. Sheer environment is here, but you know, we have to watch for the instability and probably our max rates. Have we got a SQT down here? Okay. This this storm is gonna take definite time. I mean, the Cape values to rise are going to be high. It's a very low chance that the Cape is going to really jump up and then drop down by midnight. The instability is, very high there. So Nick, you're probably gonna lose me here right around 6:30 because I got my show, and then as soon as my show's done, I gotta do my video, and then I can come and hop right back on with you. Correcto. Okay.
Back
Yeah.
here,
Yep.
and
So we're going to go ahead and uh, let's click this. There you go. I just killed the link for you. So
alright,
uh, there you go. I'm gonna go. I'm not leaving yet, but I'm definitely gonna sit here and work on my graphics.
alright. I am just finishing up dinner. That is what I was out for that moment. I was trying to finish
You're
up
good.
some dinner. So, bear with me here. We're continuing to monitor again this system as the hours go by. Right now, still not a lot of rotation with these storms, which is what we want to see. Um, but we are basically at the very beginning of this event, if we want to say that. We'll continue to see the risk go by as we continue to go throughout the evening. So if you are anywhere out in front of this lot of storms, please do have ways to get warning and be weather aware this evening. And Travis, not Travis, Tanner and Travis, bear with
Right.
me here for just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yep, you're good.
All right, I'm back. Quick and simple. All right, so now I can go on and kind of scramble about what we're seeing and what we will see. So we were mainly supposed to see a QLCS type line today, and which that is what we're seeing. But right now it is just a messy setup, and I do believe as we go throughout the evening, once we get this severe line of storms moving closer to the Louisiana and Mississippi area, example Baton Rouge, Gulfport, and New Orleans. So Baton Rouge and New Orleans are, of course, in Louisiana, and then Gulfport is in Mississippi. Once we get these storms in this area, I think we'll see more out there. And I do want to take a real quick second and look at that just to kind of give us a look at the cape, the available cape that we may have out here. So bear with me as I try to get that pulled up real quick. So we're going to take a look at the most unstable cape, and we have just about 100 or 800 to 1,000 available cape here around the 5 p.m. Hour here, and it is currently 5:30, about to be 6 o'clock regional time. So 1,000 cape up to 1,500 closely around this region, and where that 1,000 cape is where most of these storms are at currently. So we are missing a little bit of some opponents within this to keep these storms going. But if we go towards the New Orleans region, we have 7,000 to 6,000 cape out here towards that area, and we go up farther up north, we only got about 800 to 1,000 there as well. We got lingering cape. It's not very strong cape, but it's still there. We can have storms form around that, and 500 to 1,000 cape is perfectly enough for a storm to develop. It is just that shear and moisture and some other components that we need to really get these storms going, and we do have that shear. We don't really have that moisture, nor do we have those temperatures, because we're only in the 60s out here. That's still good enough for some of the storms, but I believe we're also in the 70s. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tanner.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe some places are still in the 70s.
Okay, so as we continue throughout the evening, that is what we're going to deal with. But as we get into the overnight hours, the south tends to have severe weather around the overnight hours. So we'll start to lose that daylight or daytime heating, and it will still be there, be able to support the storms. So we'll just have to watch and see what happens throughout the evening. But for right now, these storms are in the tornado watch, and they're just fairly quiet for the momentarily. But as of now, it is just a waiting game on seeing what these storms will do. Most of it is a linear to QLCS type threat for the momentarily. I'm going to take a look at Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah, right now it's a linear threat, although we just don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings issued at all. So we'll continue to keep an eye on most of this threat here. I do want to take a little bit closer look towards the, what was I going to look at? The 1 hour total precipitation, and as we continue throughout the evening, you can tell that some of these storms are producing a lot of heavy, moderate to heavy rainfall, and with that, as it's kind of trailing through that area, again, we're going to be dealing with a lot of that flash flooding issues ongoing. And I'm just going to check real quickly. I want to see if they have any flood watches in effect, and it does not look like we have any, which is interesting. But as these trail through the area, we may pick up on some type of flash flooding throughout the rest of this evening. So if you are out and about and are trying to get home from work and school, or generally work now, as school should be already out, if you're on your way home from the grocery store, work, wherever, just take it slow. Be sure to take it slow on the roadways, as there will be ponding on roadways as well. And be sure to get a safe place at home, just in case things do hit the ceiling fan. For the momentarily, it is still perfectly fine at the time. We do still have this tornado watch again till 8 to 8:30 p.m. tonight. We might get a new one out here if the National Weather Service down here towards Jackson and New Orleans, I think it's in New Orleans, but if they agree that we should have one, we'll possibly get one here within the next hour. And I need to pull up my chat for the NWS. So bear with me here, folks, as I pulled that up. Okay, there we go. So far, nothing else within the NWS chat. It's still quiet within that part. We are continuing to really keep an eye on the radar and just watching the radar to see if we get any rotation or any new severe thunderstorm warnings. But it looks like a lot of these storms are staying under the severe criteria. Under the severe criteria in general. We are, in some of these storms, getting about 40 miles per hour. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bunch of special weather statements issued currently, and I am going to take a quick look at that. And yes, we do have we have two special weather statements currently in effect. We have one just south of Alexandria. That one will expire in 24 minutes. If the storm strengthens any higher, it will become a severe thunderstorm warning, so we'll take note of that as well. And then we got this one kind of closer towards the Vicksburg region and in Mississippi. And this one is strong too. I think this one would be our one to possibly get warned if the winds get up any higher and or we see a lot more hail. But I am picking up a little bit of something here on radar that might be indicating that we might be having some smaller hail within this storm. So we're going to continue to monitor this one storm for sure. No rotation with this one, just possible straight line damaging wind gusts or just downburst in general with some larger hail or smaller hail with it as well. Going back south towards the Alexandria storm, same thing goes with this one. Not really seeing much. Maybe some hail included with this one. There's some smaller spots in between that has that hail. And we're going to continue to monitor the region there where the straight line damaging wind threat continues and smaller hail as well. But for the momentarily, it's nice and quiet. And I'm hoping that's the way we keep it because we really don't need storms to show off today for sure. Travis, you got anything that you might have seen or anything?
Not yet. Just keep an eye on the report.
Alright. I'm going to get some more music playing to just kind of break the silence because we ain't got really much to talk about. Okay. Pull up some music again. We'll get that playing for a little bit. Alright. I'm not seeing anything on social media other than the cold front is moving through Dallas. Let's see. Not really seeing anything at this moment. So that is where we're going to keep it. And, yeah, not really seeing anything much on Twitter either. I thought I might have seen anything within the risk, but I'm not seeing anything there either. So, continuing with the coverage, we're waiting on the ads to hurry up and get over with, and we'll get some music to play to kind of help with the silence. Alright, so just looking at the recent models that are out and about here on our COD or College of GU page, and I'll go ahead and kind of show this real quick just to kind of talk about what we might see for the rest of the evening, and backing it up to about 21Z, and 21Z is about 9 p.m. tonight. We're a little bit of ahead of this because the storms are already halfway through the Louisiana region, moving into the Mississippi region. So the storms are ahead of time a little bit from the models. The models are not exactly correct on timing, so that is one issue we do have at the moment. But for the momentarily, the models are still kind of picking up on a fewer cells developing out in front of the line. That would be around this region here. See some possible developments, but these are looking to be not as significant. But if those can get into the environment that we have out there and into that 2,000 Cape, we could get somewhere around some possible supercells out there. And I do want to take a look at the SRH, and we do got a decent SRH as well. With Cape, not very high. These storms are really going to struggle today, which makes sense at some point. But the surface-based Cape is staying around 1,000 towards the surface, and that's just the way it's going to stay. And it's only going to get any worse by this afternoon. But the Cape mainly stays around the Gulf regions. We do have a newer layer of Cape up here towards the Tennessee Valley and Mississippi Valley. With that may enhance some of these stronger storms outside of the region. We do have parts of the northern and North Mississippi and North Alabama region that is in a marginal risk, and with that we've had some daylight, we've had some sun peek out today, and with those winds, those lower layer winds and upper layer winds still gusting out here, we could see something in between that. Temperatures are already dropping, though. We have seen at least a 2-degree drop within an hour, so 67 degrees now here locally. So we're going to continue to monitor for that region as well. But main threat for the Alabama and Mississippi region and the northern parts and going up into Tennessee is straight line damaging wind, while the tornado threat focuses down in the far Louisiana areas and the South Mississippi going into South Alabama region, with that very spotty conditions out there with that too. And just taking a closer look again, as is kind of, we have a decent cold front out right now towards the New Orleans region. We got about temperatures possibly in the 70s, lower 70s, and as the cold front moves closer by, or the line anyway, will drop to the lower 50s, and then the actual cold front will come in behind it, and that's when it'll drop us there. Our dew points are in the 60s, so really these storms do have a lot to work with. We are just missing one thing out there, but other than that, again, the non-thunderstorm winds are going to be intense. There will be some spots in the area where we can expect 60 mile per hour wind gusts that are not even severe. Really, I think that is from a severe storm there, but because 60 miles per hour is a bit much for that, but it is possible that can come from these non-severe thunderstorm wind damage or winds. Trying to spit it out there. But out towards the Mississippi, Alabama region, and Louisiana, 45 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts can be expected right before the largest of the event moves through. So that is something to watch for as well. Where that may be our main concern today at the most. Up north, we are dealing with the snow up north here towards the Kansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska region. That is tilting around, and we're having basically blizzard conditions towards the Minnesota, regions, and I do want to take a look at the winds too. So, not exactly blizzard, but we do have wind gusts of 40 miles per hour. Towards the Ohio region, it does look like we are also picking up on some of the higher wind gusts. So this is a relatively large wind-making event. Ohio is mainly going to focus on that rain with wind, maybe some snow later on the back half, but nothing at most with that. We still don't have anything on the radar. It is still quiet. And I do want to take a look at our... Let's see, what was I going to look at? The NWS chat here, and still not seeing anything. At this time, but we'll continue to monitor that as well. There's our radar, and we'll keep it there. I'll get some music playing again. So the National or the Weather Prediction Center has taken note on that possible flash flooding issue, and they just recently issued a new mesoscale discussion for the possibility of isolated flash flooding potential that will exist through the evening hours. So with that, as I was just saying, that flash flooding will be an issue as these storms kind of train over the same area constantly. So that is something we will keep an eye on. And so far, again, we're not seeing much, which is mostly what we want to see. We are going to try to stay live with y'all for the most of the duration of this evening, because I do want to keep us in the loop of what weather we will see, and just in case a warning does get issued right after we end it, we're going to continue to just kind of watch the radar. But so far, again, that linear threat continues for the moment. I believe our strongest storm is towards the Delhi region in Mississippi. With that, if you are in the Delhi region, you are probably getting some smaller hail and some gustier winds around 50 miles per hour. Continuing to really watch the storm, make sure we ain't seeing anything else on it, but it's still under the warning criteria for the National Weather Service to issue any warnings with that. So there is a special weather statement with that, but nothing else is included. It does look like we are getting reports of lowering, but I cannot be certain. and I don't exactly know where this is either, so we'll just leave it at that.
Yes. With what? Okay, well,
We do still have that upper layer risk, or just slider risk towards the Iowa region, and I'm just going to bring my focus
all
over
right,
here.
Nick. I'm gonna let you go.
Alright, you have a
All
wonderful
right, bye.
evening. Bye.
You as well.
So we're continuing to bring our focus over here towards the Iowa region, where we do have some not as much severe storms. These are just storms behind that snow system. We do got some lightning out there in front of it, but these are not even warned either. But there is a few lightning bolts out there, and I just seen a tweet about it. So that is what brought my focus back up in Iowa. We do have a 2% tornado risk out here towards the Iowa region, and a marginal risk as well. So that area, not too much of a concern, but we could see a few spin up tornadoes and some smaller hail with that, and winds up to about 60 miles per hour, below, mostly below warning criteria. If we do get a warning, I will definitely be sure to let us know. But main focus is down to the Louisiana area, and right now, this is really underperforming than what we were expecting. But again, we got the shear, we got the instability, but the cape is there, but it's not there. I would say pretty much. We haven't just had something there to spark it up just yet, and as these storms move closer to a more better environment, we'll see what happens from there. But I am going to take a sounding down towards the Mississippi area right now, and I do want to see what we'll see. And just looking at it, do what, Travis?
We do have a severe thunderstorm warning.
Okay, where can you tell me the location of that? So from Travis Murray, he just reported that we do have a severe thunderstorm warning, and yep, I do see that now. They just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for LA, which is Louisiana. Once that comes in, all right, there it is. So this is the storm that I was talking about a little while ago. That this might be our first or our second one to get issued here, and there it is. It's made its severe warning criteria there, and it is now a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 51 minutes, or within an hour from now. So 6:45 p.m. Central Daytime, we can expect up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and penny-sized hail. Again, this is a new severe thunderstorm warning. We can expect penny-sized hail with 60-mile-per-hour wind gust on it. I'm going to continue to kind of look at the soundings. The soundings are not showing much. They do show a environment out there, but they're not interesting, I would say, for the least. But the atmosphere is ripe to see some smaller hail conditions and some gustier wind in general too. But right now, I'm in total agreement with some of these models here. We are having a lower risk than what we expected today. So some PDS, I don't even know what I was about to say there, but some soundings are still picking up on a possible hazard of a tour with some of these areas, but the environment just isn't really ripened yet, and that again, something we'll continue to watch to see if it ripens any much more. I want to bring my focus down to this storm because I know I've noticed a few areas here and there where there's some reds and greens kind of almost look like they're together. We'll watch that, but if we do get those reds and greens where they begin to kind of couple together, we'll possibly see that tornado warning get issued for those storms. But right now, we have been lucky enough to not have any, and I hope it stays that way. Really, honestly, the storms hasn't really made it. Let's see. Well, no. Yeah, some of the storms hasn't really made it into that environment yet. So yeah, like I said before, we're continuing to wait on this. I'm kind of curious if we're gonna get a new severe thunderstorm watch or anything like that. We are just now getting reports of where is this at? No idea, honestly. I thought that was somewhere close by our region that we're watching, but I don't think it is. But we are going to continue to watch the severe thunderstorm warning for the, and I really should have turned on this. We do not have a tornado warning. Bear with me as I try to ungroup these. I'm going to remove these real quick because it goes through and it doesn't work right. So bear with me as I'm going to try to take some of these warning legends. Black screen at the moment due to me trying to add these over. So I'm going to paste reference. This is going to sit right here. Alright, so that's our tornado emergency one. As I try to get some of these newer little warning displays put up. Alright, so again, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning that is still ongoing. Again, that will be that will go expired. And paste them. I think it might just be us here. Bear with me, folks, as I'm trying to, again, get these warning boxes put in. So when we do get issued warnings, I can click the button. Of course, I'll have to manually do it. That's the unfortunate thing about that, but hey. I could not hear. I cannot hear.
In Texas, this is canceled for 2 counties for new date in Orange County.
Okay. So that is that a cancellation on severe thunderstorm warning, or like cutting the
No, this is canceled for
the tornado watch.
canceled for 2 counties in Texas.
Okay. Okay, I see that. So we just got some counties cut off from the tornado watch around the Texas region. So that risk is moving away from the Texas area. We are mainly watching the severe risk out towards the severe thunderstorm warning risk here towards the Tallulah and Lake Providence area, close to the Yazoo City region, and this is pretty close to the Rolling Fork area where we did have about a year ago we had an EF4 tornado touchdown in this region. So please do remember the Rolling Fork people as they do recover here. Really, the Rolling Fork area is in this severe thunderstorm warning, but I think the strongest of the storm will go just south of Rolling Fork. Alright, so we got... Bear with me here, folks.
If your audio microphone's on stream.
Sorry, I do apologize. I was on the phone there. I did not mute your feed, so that's why you were able to hear me. But the stream couldn't hear me. I was playing some music. Okay, so we are back after I had to take a phone call there. I do apologize about that. Let me try to get my camera back up real quick. Alright, there we are. I'm going to move this over a little bit here. Away from the white line. Alright, so Travis, can you confirm for me if we got a new tornado watch or not?
Nope, no new tornado watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think what they did was extend the time of the expiration. And, no, it's still the same. I don't know what that new mesoscale was about, or not mesoscale, but updation. But, again, we do got this severe thunderstorm warning that is still ongoing here. Nothing much within the area, so we're just continuing to keep an eye, as I always say, keep an eye on the region, just to make sure that we don't get anything reissued here. But the main threat right now is the severe thunderstorm warning around the Tallulah area in the Louisiana and Mississippi area. This severe thunderstorm warning is starting to move out of the tornado watch region, so that's why I am a little curious on what we'll see within the next coming minutes. Ryan is still live, so all of our favorite YouTubers are still live. We are still covering this event as it ongoes. Again, very gusty winds outside of the severe threat is going to continue throughout the evening. I know I've said this already, but for the newer viewers that are joining us here, we can expect some higher wind gusts ongoing with 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts as well. Outside of the severe risk, especially if you are in mostly the Tennessee and the Tennessee Valley region, Tennessee northern parts, and Mississippi up there in the north, we can expect the non-severe thunderstorm wind gusts to move through, and then the line of storms move through. But according to the the NWS chat, or the discussion on the Outlook this morning, I was reading it. The main threat will continue on throughout the afternoon and evening hours. This will continue to move northeast here, and the threat kind of diminishes as the line of storms gets closer to the Tupelo and Medellin regions here. But a still straight line damaging wind threat will come up for the Alabama North Alabama region as well, going into the Tennessee region. That is my area that we're going to cover as well. So if you are from the North Alabama region, main threat for us tonight is again the severe thunderstorm winds, and then as the storm moves closer, that would be the some isolated damaging wind gusts from these storms as well. Lightning activity has kind of built up on this one storm towards the Tallulah region in the Louisiana area. Larger hail might be falling as well, and I do want to try to find a. We're looking at vertically integrated liquid, and with that we do have about, let's see, 37 to 32 to 0.33 kg M2 there. So that's vertically integrated liquid. Hydrometer, take a look at the hydrometer. I'm going to try to find something where we can take a look at the hail, on how much hail is falling. Unfortunately does not look like we can see that at the moment. Taking a look at the echo tops, that is one thing I do want to look at. We got echo tops around the 41,000 feet range there. So within that, we can get some hail going in. We can get that updrafting in the hail, and as the updraft continues to go on, the hail will begin to fall as well. Just depending on how long the updraft keeps it in the air, that's how long or how large the hailstones will be. So far, I'm not seeing any reports. Travis, have you seen any reports within hail?
Nope, not yet.
Alright, so no reports within the hail size. We still got 37 minutes on this severe thunderstorm warning. And to the 4 people that are watching us here on the live stream, thank you for tuning in. Again, we are covering the severe threat that is currently ongoing around the Louisiana and Mississippi regions here. We still do got a tornado watch for the southern part here in Louisiana that continues to go on. We do, the storms look like they are intensifying a little bit more than what they were. Straight line damaging wind threat continues as of now. No rotation on any of these storms outside. We do have one lone storm right here, just near the Jennings region, around Lake Charles and Jennings region, and the Louisiana region. If this storm again kind of gets around that environment, we could see this storm try to do something. Most generally, we got some of these storms outside of the tornado watch that could go severe later on this evening, depending on the strength of the storms.
The rest of our days are well above average from where we normally are records ago. So tomorrow we're dry. Wednesday and Thursday, that's our 60% chance of rain. And then after that, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we remain dry through the rest of next week. And I have an update on why we're going to see 260% chance of rain each day, both Wednesday and Thursday. I have an update on why I'm expecting that for the most part. So your planner looks like this right now. 7 p.m. 54, 8 p.m. 52, mostly clear skies, and 51 by 9 p.m. We're going to have the mostly clear skies for the rest of the night, so you really can't complain in the way of things because we'll really start to see temperatures nicely come down. Right now at the Home Weather Center, we're at 50 degrees. So we're sitting right at 50 degrees as of right now. But then you can see what we are tracking here, my friends. Hold on.
Fort Worth, Texas, from the Fort Worth, Texas National Weather Service. A strong thunderstorm is capable of impacting portions of northern Hunts, southwest of and southwest Delta counties, through 6:45 p.m. CDT at 6:09. Hold on. At 6:09 CDT, Lothar radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 7 miles northern of Greenville City Lake, was 7 miles west of sorry if I'm pronouncing these counties wrong. Moving east 20 miles per hour. Hazard winds up to 40 miles an hour and half inches of hail. Source radio indicated impact. Wind gusty winds could knock over trees, limbs, and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage outdoors objects is possible. So, and this is for northern Hunt, south Hoppins.
I am back, so I do apologize.
Southwestern Delta County to 6:50. And you can go and take over.
All right. Hey, don't be shy. You're all good. I mean, we're all good here. So we are continuing to cover for the severe thunderstorm warning around, and bear with me, around the Tallulah region in Mississippi here. So if you are in the Tallulah, Mississippi range, we are continuing to have that severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect until about 6:30 Central Daytime. So if you are again out there, some stronger wind gusts can be expected and some larger hail as well. And I really do want to watch. Actually, now that the storm is getting out there in that environment, we are starting to see some possible larger hail on this radar signature here. So some possible larger hail is being detected, and it's got an interesting look to it, where it does look like this is going to start trying to do a Boeing echo effect here, and we have this back half. So depending on what this does, we'll have to watch it. I'm going to go ahead and eat these little 2 cookies that I had as we cover this area here, but I'll do that here in a minute when this is not as significant. But this storm is mainly in a it's mainly in a very damaging area. Damn it! Bear with me here, folks. Bear with me. I'm trying to get my handle here. Alright, so the severe thunderstorm warning has been updated to quarter-size hail possible. So again, quarter-size hail is possible with this severe thunderstorm warning now, with wind gusts still staying at 60 miles per hour. The warning has not changed any directions towards the counties. A population of 15,000 is going to be affected by the storm here. The main threat, or the main area that I do want to watch, and we're going to draw a track here real quick. And this is the main area I want to watch. Bear with me as I'm trying to get it to do the right thing. is right here, where this the largest damaging area is right here. Travis, can you check the speed this on this one cell with the severe thunderstorm warning on it? I just want to know how fast it's traveling.
I don't have access to that.
Okay, well, you can click on the warning, I believe, and it says about like 60 or so miles per hour or something.
So hold on.
Normally it'd be around the 40 to 30 mile per hour range, though.
Are you saying how fast the storm's
Yeah,
moving?
what's the storm motion? There's the word.
Well, I was just by reading the text. It's moving east at 45 miles an hour. On that severe weather.
I appreciate it. So 45 miles per hour. This storm is moving. So Roosevelt, this will be in your area within 3 minutes. Onward, this will be in your area within 26 minutes. We go towards the Hardy region, 29 minutes. Spanish Fork, 42, and Kearney, 42. 0 areas of population is going to be affected. So that this area is going to be in a general rural area, pretty much. Some of these towns may have a few smaller houses within it, so there's still population out there, but it's very small at most. So we do got that one severe thunderstorm warning. I do want to, with that severe thunderstorm warning, before I change kind of what we're looking at, we do have some stronger winds occurring with it as well. Where we do have some 67 mile per hour, 71 mile per hour out. These are outflow winds. The main storm has about 30 to 50, 60 mile per hour wind gust outside of it. That is currently ongoing.
Hey Nick, I'm back.
Welcome back, Tanner.
Yeah, cause I started the 24/7 stream and I forgot to, cause I have your YouTube link and I forgot to switch it. My
You're
apologies.
good. I figured that you did, and I didn't realize till the last second that you were talking on my end, and I was like, oh, well, let's help Tanner out there.
Yep, I appreciate
You're good.
it.
But right now, we currently have a severe thunderstorm warning in the Louisiana area. It is now strengthening. It has definitely seen some uptick. Larger hail is currently falling with it. And with that, we are seeing lots of lightning activity as well and some stronger winds. I'm questionable on any rotation right now. I don't see any, but I could see a point within the storm where we might start seeing some right in between the 65 and 465 area from the not rolling fork, but Louisiana to the Mississippi area.
Okay. Sounds like Mr. Kitty's upset.
Yeah. Oh, Cat has decided to join me, so.
Sweet. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's pop on the radar here.
Alright, I'll switch the scene over to your area.
Okay. Bear with me here.
All good.
I gotta get it all set up again. I closed it all down. Let's go here to this. Let's click on this guy.
Okay. Alright, there's our camera. Oh. Nope. Why is our camera not working today? Yeah, why is this not working right now? Of course.
This is a tornado possible. Is it? Yes,
okay,
it is.
So they just added that. Okay. No, I don't see that yet, but it probably hasn't updated it. Large hail is now. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do my best here.
Hold on.
I was trying to fix my camera, and that's why I went silent. Alright, folks. So,
Is it a tornado
no,
possible?
not at the moment. But I'm not too sure yet. Because Radar Mega is
Maybe
slow
not.
at reloading.
Hold on.
Alright, folks. So, I want to go ahead and really focus on this storm as we are starting to see a larger detection of hail. Large hail could be possibly falling here. And we can actually see that on radar where you see that darker, blacker colors there. And then the pink and purples outside of that, that is where that hail will and is falling right now. And with that, we're expecting some larger hail in front of this. The areas that will be in front of this is the Fittler, New Filter, Magna Vista, Onward, Bolton, Cary, Iscuana, and Mids area as well, including the Kelso. So if you are out in front of this and you're on the roadways, I would pull over or try to find a shelter immediately if you're out in front of it. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning still issued for the next 23 minutes. Main threat is going to be that hail that is currently falling throughout that region, but that is really large hail possibly falling at this, or not even possibly falling, but is falling right now.
Correct.
And I'm trying to get maybe a better volumetric view of the storm to see. I don't like using Radar Mega, but that's what we're going to do today, to look at the top of these storms. Nope, we're not, actually. Alright.
Let me read the report.
So this severe storm also may have a stronger wind gust up to 65 miles per hour. Again, 65 miles per hour is the possibility for those stronger winds. We may have a little bit of some rotation with that as well. Just looking at it, we might have the slightest area that might be rotating there, and I'll continue. Yep, we do have couplets beginning to really show up here. We got reds and greens between the radar there. Bear with me as I try to get my camera working and talk to y'all at the same time. But again, the reds and greens normally show the possibility of having the why is this not working? It really shows the possibility of dealing with a possible tornado. And we're going to continue to watch the scans, but it does actually look like this rotation has really been staying with us for a while now. So that is an issue, and we may get a tornado warning with it here soon. Travis, are you watching? Yeah, I'm sure you're watching the NWS.
Yep, I'm also watching radar.
Alright, sounds good. Perfect. So we again still have we possibly have some rotation within this storm, and that is where my concern is currently staying right now, is around that storm. We just got a new update on the severe thunderstorm warning around 2 minutes ago, that we now have ping pong size hail with the storm, and that's about it. There's no tornado tag on it at all, but this severe thunderstorm warning continues for the next couple minutes here.
There's a tornado possible tag on it.
Alright, so just the newer update, we have a...
Go to NWS chat and look at the Jackson site. It's the JAN site. It just came 724. It did not come out as a tornado possible. It just came out as regular tornado, or sorry, not a tornado. It came out as a regular severe thunderstorm warning, and then at 724 they just upgraded it to a tornado possible.
So we got a tornado possible warning on this severe thunderstorm warning now, and that is something we're going to continue. That's an issue we're going to continue to monitor within the next couple of minutes. The rotation is there for sure. You can see it. Again, I'm going to circle it. It has broken up a little bit with the newer scans, but that rotation is within this area. We got greens and reds going together there. And I'm just seeing that we do have a new mesoscale discussion out, and that is going to be concerning our Tornado Watch 61. which is possibly going to include the more parts of the Mississippi Valley area and the rest of Louisiana here. Hopefully, they get that issued very soon. But with that, again, we do have that rotation ongoing, and we have the tornado possible tag with the severe thunderstorm warning. Um, this is around the Rolling Fork area, but not too scary. This is just below. This is just south of Rolling Fork. So Rolling Fork, you should be in the good go. Other than the larger hail, we should be fine from that possible tornado there. We're going to continue to monitor the rotation as it goes. Bear with me as I try to post this on the Twitter, and we'll go in from there. And I hear my name. Tanner or Travis, can y'all take over?
Yep. I got it.
All right.
Or Travis, you want to go? I can take.
You can go ahead,
Okay. All right.
but
So
you let us go too. Go, Tanner.
this does have a tornado possible tag on it as of now. We also are getting detection of potential hail that could be embedded somewhere in this, and I'm looking to see where this is. Don't see. We don't have a mezzo on it, do we? Okay, there's not a mezzo on it. But there is a very tight detection, especially with this hail. I'm gonna go to the hail sizer and see if we do have a potential hail clipper on it. And I don't see a hail clipper. I don't believe we have a hail clipper then. Okay. Yeah, there's no hail on it. Let's go and look at the wind shear at the current moment. And it's very weak rotation, but it definitely could potentially spin up. And this right here, my friends, this just speaks potential tornado because we have the winds that are going towards the radar, and then we have the sorry, let's try that again. We have the winds going. Hello. There we go. Winds going towards the radar, and then we have the winds going away from the radar. And let's try that again. Winds going towards the radar, winds going away from the radar, and that somewhere in that area could definitely give us that potential couplet if there is anything. And if anything, the couplet's going to be here because we have, like I said, we have the winds that are going away from the radar, so winds going this way and winds going this way. There definitely could be some potential rotation in that area. So, like I said, winds going away from the radar. Hold on. Winds going away from the radar. Winds going towards the radar. And somewhere in this parked area,
Tanner,
there could be some rotation. Go ahead.
your radar feed's not up.
Come on, Nick. Okay. But we'll just have to wait for Nick to get back. Sweet. Amazing job, Nick. Amazing job. Okay, well, while we wait for Nick, we can still talk about. I don't even know what he's showing, so I can talk to say anything. You're in the severe thunderstorm warning. That's all I can say. You're in the severe thunderstorm warning. Is get to your safe place now because we do know that it is that it is a little rowdy. So um, we've already talked about this. Uh, we know it's a little rowdy, and we need to pay attention to the possibility of look at the possibility of seeing hail potentially in this storm. So uh yeah, we need to look at the hail potential and see if it's in this storm because if it is, then we have an issue of watching for a couple things. One thing it could be is we have to have the potential of watching for a potential funnel cloud. Okay, uh, is like I said, a potential funnel cloud is one possibility, and the other thing is you know not just a funnel cloud, but also a potential tornado on the ground is another thing that we need to watch. So, uh, So Travis, do you have anything from NWS chat that you can see?
I'm checking right now.
Okay.
We do have that mesoscale discussion.
We do have a
Nothing yet.
mesoscale. Is that what you said? We do have a mesoscale?
We did have a mesoscale, but Nick already explained
Okay.
that. What we told us.
All right, that's cool. And so we already explained that then. So then we're very cool on figuring out what we need to show. Okay. Bear with me. I'm fixing my numbers here. Okay. That's going to work perfectly. So now that we are showing our radars, let's go to links 3 here real quick. And we're gonna have to pop this up somehow. Okay. We need to figure out a way to pop this up. Because the velocity has calmed down. If anything, this is definitely broad rotation. Here in the I'm gonna say in the next upcoming minutes, they're probably gonna issue a tornado warning. Just because of the rotation on it. So
I'm so confused.
yeah, they're probably gonna issue a tornado warning on this just because they should see how tight this rotation is. This is some pretty tight and broad rotation. Okay. And with there being tight and broad rotation, that brings the threat of a higher potential tornado risk. Okay. Not only we have the severe thunderstorm warning. Okay. We already know we have the severe thunderstorm warning. But now there could possibly be a tornado warning that's going to get issued here, probably very momentarily, if anything. They're going to issue it probably very soon if they are even noticing this potential rotation. Okay, if they're even seeing the rotation, they might issue a warning. If not, it's probably just going to stay as a regular severe thunderstorm warning like they have it at the current moment in time. So is Nick by any chance back?
Not right now.
Cool. Okay. Nick is not helping here, pal.
Do you have
Nick,
access to the computer?
I don't have access to this computer right now.
Okay.
Normally I do, but I just don't have the connection right now.
Okay.
Yeah, if I had the connection, I would already connected to it. All right. But since I don't have a connection right now, yeah, I don't know what to do. All I can say right now is that if you are in the path of this warning, I would definitely take proper precautions and pay attention to what is currently happening. There's definitely some hail and there's broad rotation. Okay, I don't know if National Weather Service even sees this rotation, but they should. And I apologize. I'm trying to do a couple things here at once, so I'm trying to monitor chat. Okay, we already got chat. But what we need to do here is we need to figure out if National Weather Service is going to issue the rotation or a warning for it. It's broad rotation. That is no doubt in mind.
Hey, Tanner, I am back.
Broad rotation. That is very, very, very broad rotation.
I'm back, Tanner.
Hey Nick,
Okay.
Thanks for being unuseful because you forgot to put my scene up. No,
No, I put up your scene, but you didn't have it on.
LOL. The link's not even streaming.
Yep. So.
Never mind. I'm being the unuseful one. Up, actually, don't stream the Knicks. Okay, there you go. Is it streaming now? Okay, amazing. Thank you. So what we've already talked about here is one. We've already talked about the rotation because there's some very, very, very broad rotation here mixed into the system. And we're going to have to pay attention to the rotation because, one, it's broad rotation, and two, uh, it has some type of form in it. It does look like it could be a right turn hook. And um, Jonathan, let's go here. Let's be that. Let's go ahead and let's take links 3. Look at that rotation on links 3. Okay. You see that rotation? That is about 70-mile-an-hour winds, about 70 miles, 78, 79-mile-an-hour winds that we are seeing. That is broad rotation that we need to watch very closely. Very closely. Okay. That rotation is very concerning. Only because not only one, this is a tornado possible tag, but also because number 2, it has rotation in it. See, severe thunderstorm warning. This one is not coming up as a tornado possible tag, which is very weird. Feed froze. My feed froze. What, Travis? Nick, you might have to refresh my browser. How many? We have one severe thunderstorm warning, but now that we are looking at links, now that we are looking at links 3, that's almost 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So these winds are very concerning. 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts. National Weather Service momentarily here should probably be issuing. They're probably going to issue a tornado warning for this. I am in agreement if they issue a tornado warning with this. Just because of the rotation, they I know is cutting it very close to Rolling Fork. Although it has calmed down just a little bit. Can we go back to links 1? Okay, okay. The velocity couplet has calmed down. Let's go back. Also, the hail potential has calmed down. So that is a good thing, is that both of the sources have calmed down at the current moment. Okay, that is the only good thing that we do want to see, is that both of the potential rotations are not only showing, but that we are seeing a couple different feeds. Okay, we are looking at a couple of the feeds here, and let's go ahead and look at the Rolling Fork feed again. Let's go to the velocity. That velocity, man. The velocity is what is cutting it very close here. Okay, it's the velocity that is cutting our nerves right up and down. Okay, like I said, it's the velocity that is killing us. Like I said, you can see right there. It's the velocity couplet that we are watching closely. So what we need to do, and what I want to do, is I want to go back to the velocity on uh, links 2. Let's go to links 1 actually. Wow, that is strong velocity we should be looking at. This right here, it's a couplet. It's a couplet.
All right, so Tanner, not to interrupt on the
Pool links 1 on chroma key. Pool links 1 on chroma key.
not to interrupt on the coverage here, but all right, so we are getting multiple reports now of power outages in Memphis from these non-severe thunderstorm winds going on currently, and then going back down to Louisiana, we are now getting reports of major flash flooding around some streets around that area. Columbia, LA is where that is happening right now. So Columbia, Louisiana, you are dealing with some flash flooding. So please turn around and don't drown. I'm going to pass the coverage back over to Tanner Shiro to cover that possible tornado.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. That right there, I'm telling you, it's rotation. Nick, can you look and check and possibly see if there is, by any chance, a
All right,
CC
yep, I
drop?
can do that. Pulling up
I
CC.
I think that there could be a CC drop. And actually,
Right
let's go
now, as of
to that
now that I'm
real quick.
looking at it, not. I mean, there's some sound. There is some definite sound within that,
Yeah,
but
it.
I'm not seeing a
Yep,
CC.
it definitely looks like sound, but I don't. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it's. I don't think there is a. I don't think it's a warrant. It's. I don't think it's on the ground, but it definitely. It definitely has some very broad and stinky, stinky, stinky rotation on that. So, um, yeah, there's broad and there's rotation
Yeah,
in
there's
here.
most
I
definitely.
just don't think National Weather Service is monitoring it as good as they should. Because National Weather Service doesn't do
It
anything
has broken up
right.
though, and that is correct, Tanner. But it has broken up just a little bit, which is a good sign. But again, it is still there, and it's a definite possibility that this thing could try to do its thing again. Let's just pray that it misses the Rolling Fork area and just hopefully hits rural areas. We don't need to have literally a year later the same event go on. It won't be the same, but not trying to scare anybody either. I'm just saying, please do be prepared just in case this storm does get issued as a tornado warning.
Yeah, I'm right there with Nick. Uh,
Right
I
behind
don't know.
that severe thunderstorm warning, we do have straight line damaging winds possible along close to Vicksburg, just west of Vicksburg. We do have that other line following in right behind, although it's not severe warning. So main focus right now is on this one severe warning with that tornado possible tag on it.
Okay. This severe thunderstorm warning does expire here, right about now, but yeah, it expires right now. Let's go. Okay, thanks, Nick. It to expire. They're just still very gusty winds. Also, they could be atmosphere winds that just have not made it down. So National Weather Service chat. A strong thunderstorm will impact southwestern Holmes, northwestern Yezo, and southern Humphreys and southern Sharkey counties through 7:45 Central Time. So the nice thing about this is that finally, it it's not going to extend up into the Rolling Fork area, which is a good thing. But I do think those winds are still severe that we do need to really watch and pay attention to. We don't have a CC drop, which is definitely a good thing because we don't want a CC drop, just a year later. But we also don't have a mesoscale drop, either. So I do want to see. Uh, but if we do look actually, go to links one here. if we look up here, and I'm gonna pick them out here. These are areas that do quote unquote from the National Weather Service have potential rotate or meso rotation is right here. Right. Yeah, I agree with you, Nick. Especially. So these are a couple of those areas of potential quote unquote spinning rotation from the National Weather Service. So once again, we are still watching them. But what we do need to do is we do need to pay attention and see if National Weather Service is going to possibly watch them. I do want to go to look in the external to velocity. Let's see, where's the radar in here? Isn't there another radar up in here? The terminal radar. So it's probably short range. Of course it is. Yeah, we're starting to run into radar hole here. Where did I just say that was? Nick. Oh, where did I say that potential rotation was?
Down towards the. It was around that. Hold on. I got Holy Bluff and Rolling Fork area. If you're, let's see, hold on. Closer towns. North of Jackson, south of Greenville.
North of Jackson, south of Greenville. I have Greenwood. North of Jackson, south of Greenville,
Yes,
you
sir.
said?
So
North of Jackson. Greenwood or
Greenville, right there. So north of Jackson, Mississippi, and south of Greenville. It's Greenville is pretty much at the border of Louisiana, Mississippi. There.
I'm blind, aren't I?
I'm seeing it on your feed. I wish I could circle it for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Greenville. Okay, there it is. So north of Jackson. Where Jackson?
That rotation is basically gone though right now.
North of Jackson and south of Greenville.
Correct.
Yeah, that rotation has
Depleted.
very much.
And like you said, we are starting to get in a bit of a radar hole. And that explains, I'm just going to mention this real quick. When that Rolling Fork tornado impacted the Rolling Fork area, there was a time where we were missing a radar for a little bit, which made it tougher to indicate what was going on for the Rolling Fork area, but we were still able to see the exact damage that it was causing, unfortunately. So, it was a good thing that we were able to get some people in their safe spot. That's a very good thing, but we do need radar out there somewhere in that radar hole at one point or time.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not seeing any rotation being detected on any more of these storms right now.
No.
So it's all quiet again. But we may get a new severe thunderstorm warning for pretty much this whole line if it just becomes it goes up to criteria.
Right. Okay. If we're going to, I believe the National Weather Service just issued another tornado watch.
I wouldn't be surprised. Move in later.
I'm actually not surprised that they extended
Yep,
it.
I ain't either. I mean, this isn't done yet. It's been qualitatively quiet, but it's not done yet. We're just now getting into the starting of it, I think. It's moving into that environment. And I did take a sounding earlier around the Louisiana area and Mississippi area, and we got a possible tour sounding on it.
Right.
But the sounding was a little behind.
It's not tornadic right now, but there definitely is still time for it to recover.
Agreed. And that storm was showing. It had that showing on it that it could do that thing that they always do and kind of eject out in front of it, and it gets that supercellular look and becomes an issue. And you know, the storm is in a perfect spot for that. If just one little area here loops out in front of it, we can get a classic, you know, supercell look. You get the supercell there, and it just from then it goes there. That was my terrible art drawing there too.
Hmm. Right.
New tornado watch. New tornado watch. Okay.
Oh,
Possible straight away from the white line. All right.
1 hour winds.
Hold on. Oh, they couldn't hear me. Never mind. Now we got audio. Alright, so we fixed that audio. Alright, there's the rest of the tornado watch. I think we're waiting a little bit more on it. No. So, again, the tornado watch includes the Jackson region, going from Baton Rouge all the way to the Meridian, and including the Greenvilles area, and around those areas there. That is where the tornado watch is now in effect. We're Okay then. We're going to continue to, again, monitor this situation as the night goes on. We got a long time ahead of us. This tornado watch is in effect till, I believe, probably 10 p.m. No, 2 a.m. Central Daytime. And primary threats include a few tornadoes likely with a couple intense tornadoes possible, scatter damaging wind gusts to 70 miles per hour. Possible isolated large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. Summary. Here's our summary from the National Weather Service. Strong locally severe thunderstorms will spread eastward across the lower Mississippi Valley area and central southern Mississippi, along with adjacent portions of Louisiana over the next several hours. Damaging wind gusts and a few tornadoes are expected locally, along with some risk for hail with stronger storms. The tornado watch area is approximately along the 70 statute miles. Statute miles east and west of a line from 85 miles north, northeast, northwest of Mediterranean, Mississippi to 40 miles southwest of McComb, Mississippi. For a complete depiction of the watch, see the remember, a tornado watch, we're going to mention this again. Remember, a tornado watch means conditions are favorable for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Did they just knock out some counties out of that tornado watch in Louisiana?
I think they did. It's not an NWS chat yet.
Alright, I just seen some disappear, I think. So I was just wondering. They got a decent space that is just empty around the Baton Rouge area, so I wonder if they're going to issue a tornado watch towards the Interstate 49 area.
Right.
Unless they just going to let the other ones expire within the next coming minutes, and yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Reports of non-thunderstorm wind damage has been reported off of the NWS chat from the Jackson, Mississippi NWS office. Reports of non-thunderstorm wind damage at 5:15 p.m. Central Daytime. Scattered trees down in the Paris region. So that's that. Have y'all heard anything else?
No.
Alright, I'm going to play some quiet music again, and we'll continue from there. If we want, we can take a brief break for a minute, kind of mute some audio, and we'll go from there. And when a warning gets issued, we'll hop back on. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
So we're just going to get some music playing. And we'll be right back, folks. Alrighty, folks, so we have decided, since we're not getting any ignition times right now, we're going to go ahead and kind of cut the stream for them momentarily. But if we do get any warnings issued within the coming minutes to hours, we will hop right back on and we will cover those warnings, no matter if it's a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning. We'll be back up here. But do remember, we still do have the tornado watch in effect for most of the central areas of Mississippi. So if you are out there, please do stay weather aware, and we'll be back here shortly. Tanner, if you want to say anything, you may.
That's all we got for now, folks. Of course, if anything gets issued, we'll be back here inside of the North Alabama Weather Watcher studio. I'm Tanner Cyril, along here with Nicholas Driver and Travis. Thank you for joining us. And, of course, keep you right here in North Alabama.